What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Y'all already know who it is, but if you don't, can you dig it? It's Kavai Ray Valentine. You done pulled up to the block market. This is Hood Money Investing. I want to say a couple of things about AMC and to these individuals leaving these comments. I think you're not paying attention to the videos that I'm putting out. If you do not know or not listening because you might got sugar daddy in your ear or you might be Helen Keller only, when you hear things that you don't want to hear. I am a beginner investor, man, and trader. I have been investing for a few years, like I've been saying, and I just started seriously trading about 11 months ago. And within the 11 months of trading, swing trading, and really researching stocks and maneuvering and, taking profits and putting it into different positions and over here and over there, I have capitalized and made over $100,000. And that's not to brag. I'm saying that as a beginner investor and trader that is trying to help beginner investors and traders or individuals that are thinking about investing and what are the perks, what are the benefits, what are the lows, the highs, and everything else. That is my agenda. That is my motive to help people change their financial situation. I am not coming in here talking about, technicals and data to get you constantly or consistently coming to my page to get you, so you can hear what you want to hear pretty much. I'm not doing that at all. I am trying to give you guys and you gals, you fellow beginner investors and traders out there, some perspective because I was a beginner investor and trader as far as when it came to not understanding how psychology moves the market. So that's the reason why I want you beginner investors and traders out there to really think about this logically. I am not trying to burst any bubbles. I'm not trying to hate on AMC. I'm not trying to hate on any other company that's been shorted because that's the thing I've been saying. There's been tons of companies shorted, dozens of stocks, and people aren't talking about those other stocks because just for some odd apparent reason, AMC happened to, get more, I guess, show more of the light. I mean, because of, it's an American business, and it's the last of its kind. So, I can see why, it might have got ramped and hyped the way that it has been, but when you take GameStop into consideration, in my opinion, right, I can see the squeeze taking place before AMC does because GameStop has a lot more catalysts surrounding it and the potential based on the, era we're in with technology, it can be huge. We talking gaming cafes. We talking, professional gamers playing with, beginners, amateurs. We talking about reward card members playing against employees at GameStop. Because this can be turned into something spectacular for people that enjoy gaming. I mean, it's on your phone. You could play games in a Tesla. I mean, it's just the gaming world is about to explode on top of the VR in the digital world, because that's why we have avatars. That's why everything is digital. But, that's the reason why GameStop has a bigger upside than AMC because they don't only deal with games, they deal with anime, they deal with figurines, they sell cell phones, and people forgot about the partnership or deal with Microsoft. So now they potentially can sell computers and computer pieces and parts. And we're talking about hundreds of thousands, millions of gamers that play PC. Are you not thinking over there? So I can see why GameStop can squeeze over $500 to 1,000, or it could be greater than the Volkswagen squeeze. You see? Because of the potential and, everything that's in the works with GameStop. Everything that Ryan Cohen has going on. He has people he snatched from Amazon. He snatched people from Chewy. I mean, this guy is a genius. So on top of everything else that they're being secret about right now, because we really stopped getting news about GameStop. That's because I'm thinking somewhere in the near future, or, a year or two from now, we're going to get that share price that, we've been looking for. If you think GameStop's not going to go past 500, close to $1,000 with the technology and the way the gaming is coming to the forefront, you got India, you got China, you know what I'm saying? And the gaming, the gamers in China, that's bigger, man. This is 1 billion people over there, man, plus. So that's what I'm saying. Twitch averages a few million viewers, 10 million viewers, something like that. I mean, in China, Doya International, it's another company over there. I got to find a name for you fellow beginner investors and traders. But, it's like a Twitch. And they stream hundreds of millions of gamers, at least 100 million. So, I don't think people understand what position GameStop is in when they try to compare AMC to GameStop. You can't. I mean, at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, yes, because AMC was shorted the way that it has been, I understand those technicals could read that the price could go to 100,000 based on all the shares that, they've been lended, all the synthetics, the borrow fees, like I've been saying, and everything else, right? But when you really, really look at AMC as a company, right, it's just a movie theater. Yes, they can do a partnership with Amazon or Netflix or somebody like that, some type of deal. Yeah, they possibly could. But at the end of the day, do you think by sending, AMC over 1,000, 3,000, I mean, their net would be over Amazon. I mean, instantly. And we know AMC is not worth more than Amazon. So that's all I'm saying. Is just that I don't think nobody's put, the people that, like I said, I'm a beginner, man. I'm not an investing guru. I'm not, a professional. Please get some professional advice before you decide to jump in the stock market. You know what I mean? But right here on the block market, we deal with common sense and psychology. And I just can't see, we'll see. It'll look like when Mr. Deeds bought everybody, Corvettes in his little, city where he lived at in Mandrake Falls. You know what I'm saying? It'll look like that in the United States out this mug. Everybody will be in Ferraris and Porsches and Lambos. You know what I mean? You'll see somebody in a kangaroo pouch getting hopped down the street out this mug. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't think people really, really consider that, man. Like, AMC is not worth all that money. I mean, now, yes, they may have shorted the company the way that they have, but I mean, if they didn't let GameStop pump over 1,000, we talking about a company that is reconfiguring itself to compete with Amazon. And you think that, GameStop definitely has the potential to be close to $1,000 a share or more, depending on, the neuro networking, the neuro links and neuro interface and, whatever they decide to do with Gamer. You ain't never seen Gamer or Ready Player One? Soon we're going to have our own avatars in digital world, in that digital space, in that digital universe, probably making more money than you can in real life. And that's actually happening. Why do you think you see hundreds of thousands of people making tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars from their phone? That is almost avatar-like. Because you're not doing it face to face. You're not conducting this business right here in real time, face to face. So you creating these profiles that are like avatars, And then those are, helping you with, these transactions, these in networking. You see what I'm saying? So soon it will be like a goddamn video game. You'll literally create your avatar the way you want it to look, and it will probably go out in the digital world and earn more than you do. So this is what I don't think people understand about the position that GameStop is in when they try to compare it to AMC, when they try to compare AMC to GameStop. So that's just my opinion. All those, nasty comments, and all that. Like I said, none of that moves me, man. I got too many people hitting me, telling me that they appreciate what I'm trying to do. And that's just trying to help and not, let people, and I'm not going to allow these people to get you to, believe this nonsense, man, because they know how many new investors are jumping in the market. Millions have jumped in since GameStop and AMC. And we're getting new, I forget one of those one of those brokerages or exchanges. It's, I forget the name of it, but they get like 5 to 10,000 subs a day. This is how many new investors are jumping into the market. And people are wondering why that this squeeze hasn't happened. I heard a YouTube content creator getting attacked, one of those ones that y'all following and chasing and believing everything that's coming out of their mouth. I'm not gonna say no names, but when that price target don't go to 100K, y'all ain't gonna attack me, because I'm not the one who was saying it was gonna go to 100K. I hope y'all chase them, because they already trying to use investors as an scapegoat, and that is going to be the scapegoat. I guarantee you, any of you beginner investors and traders out there, you fellow beginner investors and traders, I guarantee you, even if there's some advanced or intermediate, paying attention, listen, I guarantee it, they are going to blame it on people paper handing. They're not going to blame it on the institutions. They're not going to blame it on Wall Street. They're not going to blame it on the SEC and how they didn't do their jobs. They're not going to blame it on that. They are going to say people got paper hands and started selling. This is the reason why they are saying, Charles and Schwab jumped in, Fidelity, and they're talking about all these institutions that are buying hundreds of thousands or millions of shares. I thought that we didn't even have no more shares out there. Do you see what I'm saying? We own all the shares. That's what people keep forgetting. So as we continue to buy, we're just buying phantom shares or synthetics or being lended nothing. So this is what I'm saying. The prices, it should have been shot up. It should have been shot up. So with that manipulation alone, with us owning the float, us controlling like the float, shouldn't the price have already moved? And if it hasn't, doesn't that mean that it's being manipulated? So since it means it's being manipulated, doesn't that mean they can manipulate the price to go to wherever they want it to go? It's just like, come on, people, think. That's all I'm trying to say. Believe me, I felt the same way about GameStop before a squeeze. I knew it could go to $100. But once they started talking about how much it was being shorted and how it was the number one shortest company on the stock market, and everything that Ryan Cohen was doing, and then what made it real interesting is that, as far as what's going on now and then, nobody was talking like they are now. So nobody had a clue what was about to take place until it got to $400. Then that's when people started FOMOing in. And then that's what killed it. Why? Because too many people found out about it. Do you not get what I'm saying? So why would they let us prepare? Why would they let millions of people prepare for $100,000 squeeze? Seriously? That's all I'm trying to say. I don't care about Don't tell me to go look at this YouTuber. Don't tell me he'll convince me. Nobody will convince me. And none of these people were around when GameStop was the number one shorted company in the stock market. Like I said, shout out to Nephew Wins, Nephew Millions, or Millions by Nephew, however it is. I apologize if I said it wrong, because he was one of maybe a few people around the time that I started talking about it and noticed that he was actually talking about it. And he has a lot more experience than I do. So it was several times I even commented on his page saying, I agree. Because after doing a little bit of homework and looking into it, he was right. But I was doing my homework before I even knew about that. So that's what I'm saying. I'll give guys like him credit, and there's a few others out there, believe me, and I'll get those names, if you guys need me to, but it was not as many people. That's all if you go look up stocks right now on YouTube, that's all you're going to see is people talking about AMC. What about did you not notice how people jumped off of GME and started talking about AMC? Come on. I mean, I just heard somebody talking about Andrew Mo Money in a comment saying, wow, he was talking about GameStop when it was squeezing. Now, all of a sudden, he's just talking about AMC. He's a shield. He's just doing this for views. I noticed he doesn't really ever give us any technical data or any analysis. What he really does is just read Reddit posts, and he has others on, and he just asks their opinion. And I didn't say, this is just from a comments that I'm reading. So that's what I'm saying. This shit is real as far as watching out for these bots and these people that are going to use you not only to generate views on their YouTube so that they can make money off of their channel every month. Some of these content creators are making tens of thousands of dollars a month off of their fucking page. So that's one reason to get you constantly coming in thinking about AMC. On top of the fact, you know what I'm saying, that they're just using you, to keep the price up if they are, if they do have any positions. You know what I'm saying? Because they know how to swing trade. They know how to day trade. And that's what I'm saying. If we constantly hold, it'll keep the price at a certain level or a certain target so that then they can constantly manipulate the stock like they've been doing. Why do you think GameStop hasn't had any real move? Look at the volume. Look at it. It's because the truth of the matter is, this is just a fact. GameStop is supposed to be over $200-$300. Easy. But when they can keep swing trading and make money back that they've lost because of GameStop and AMC, wouldn't you? Why do you think it's been taking place this long? The squeeze. You know what I'm saying? Because if I shake a bottle of soda right now and open the cap, it's going to bust. It's not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I open the cap, it's not going to wait when it want to start coming out. So that's what I'm saying, man. They are heavily manipulating these stocks so that they can make that money back that they lost because they did not realize that people were smart enough to know that they were doing that. And now they have to present it to you as if they're correcting it to make you forget and think that it's going to be something that's changed, but it's just the language. It's just the language. But at the end of the day, the small men and women are going to be left holding that bag. A lot of them anyway, because it's going to be smart investors that's not going to wait nowhere near, 1,000 or 3K. They're going to start, taking profits, especially if, you drop 10K down. Why wouldn't you take back, what you spent for them? So just in case it does blow, that you at least got the money back that you spent for the shares. So that's all I'm saying. It's just none of this makes any sense, and it's all hype. I guarantee you they're going to say it's people paper handing. That is the reason you got to pay attention to psychology. That's why they saying everybody jumping in, this, that, and the third, and people are not even thinking about these institutions, these hedge funds, the ones that are going long. And guess what? Guess what hedge funds do that some of y'all might not know, those beginners? They hedge their positions. So they put puts as well. So that's what I'm saying. Do you not think that they not going to make money on both ends? That's all they've been doing. So, man, like I said, I think GameStop will make a bigger move before AMC. AMC is not going to go as high as people think. And that's all I'm here to say. You can call me whatever you want. You are just a follower and easily, you're easily persuaded, and mentally controlled. People can possibly make you believe anything. And that's not good if you do not have the fortitude to go and try to get at least a little information on your own. You can go to Fintel. You can go to Marketplace. You can go to Google Finance. It's so many different things. You could pay for a subscription for Vortex. It's so many different things that you can do to get this information. And then not only should you, read and try to get little bits of information, right? Little bits and pieces of information, right? You should use the psychology behind that information, or how you believe, like what you believe it to be, like for yourself though. Like don't say, okay, well, I'm believing everything they say. No, you could take that and then psychologically you could say to yourself, okay, well, based on everything that I've come across, I've looked at some of the technicals. I've looked at some articles. I've looked at some different points of opinions and different points of opinions, different views. Okay, I can feel comfortable with this decision based on this, and then go with your, feeling, and that's it. That's it. But it has to be based on a smart decision. Don't just be like, okay, I'm going to make money and everybody's saying this and that. No, you done looked at the company. They make good decisions. Their quarterly reports are looking good. People are attracted to, the possibilities or the potential. And that's why I invest. I can see what Tesla's doing, for the future. They're doing so many things. Why people think that they're just a car company. You see what I'm saying? It's a reason why I invest in let's see, Tesla, SOS. I have reasons for that. Global Star, ZOM, which blew me away when it started dipping the way that it did. But hey, the market's getting smashed. And in DM, I definitely got some high hopes for NMDM. And Square, of course. Square, oh yeah, definitely got high hopes for Square. And I don't even have to hope high, I have high hopes. Square is definitely going, be a good company. Being a good investment, excuse me. And that's just pretty much it, man. I know you guys might be getting tired of me rambling, but for those beginner investors out there, and traders like myself, man, I just don't want to see you in the same position that I was in, making calls and, making option plays and not doing any homework or, reading deeper into companies to see that, things could possibly make or break the decisions that you made. It was just, I made a lot of mistakes. And with, as much as I did capitalize off GameStop, I happened to see that I could have made a lot more. And I still can, but I have to capitalize when these squeezes take place and remember the patterns that took place before. So, like I said, you guys, you beginner fellow investors and traders, please go check this video out here and you'll clearly see, that I never, ever claim to be anything else. As you can see here, I supported, deep value. Check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Out there, what's going on?
I supported Keith Gill. Check it out. You know,
Ray Valentine, y'all done pulled up
you
to the
know,
block
Roaring
market.
Kitty under fire
Hood money.
because of decisions he made, which was, I didn't see nothing wrong with what he was doing. You know, Bill Burr talks about GameStop. You know, look at that, man. Billionaire attack on GameStop. It's like, come on, before any of these people popped up out of nowhere, you didn't hear them talking about GameStop. You didn't hear them. It's just, I mean, or AMC or any of these other companies that's being shorted. I mean, I talked about Vail, damn near, 8 months ago. Look, Vivian Solar, that skyrocketed before they did a merger with Sunrun. You know what I mean? Vail, right? When I was talking about Vail back then, shit, Vail was, oh man, it was about $10 or something like that. Now it's about $21 or something. I mean, it took a while to grind, but I could see the potential in it because of all the stuff that's being used inside of EVs. You know, the nickel, the iron, the lithium. You know, that you have the mind to get that stuff. So I just knew that Vail, and all the, past partnerships and deals and things that they've done, I knew that it could possibly be a good play. So I've been talking about GameStop, as you can see, just as much. Well, back then, it was. I mean, this night wasn't too many people talking about GameStop back then. But I'm gonna stop rambling, man. I just want to show people receipts. I just want to show people receipts. You know what I mean? Look at this. GameStop falls. What do you think AMC's doing right now? Continue to fall.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? But look, as you can see, what does it say down here? GameStop still on fire. So this is just weeks after. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like a week or two after? Didn't AMC move from like $10 up to $14 in like a week? And then now what is it doing? Isn't it going back down? That's the reason why I did that video. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying I think AMC will move like GameStop. But that's just my beginner opinion from what I've seen from GameStop. GameStop has taught me a lot, and that's how I approach, any company at this point that I've heard about, and people talking about a squeeze potential. I take it with a grain of salt, and I'll be cautious because of what took place with GameStop. That never happened. And, we knew it was going to be bigger than Volkswagen. Everybody knew that was involved before, everybody started jumping in, FOMOing in. And guess what? They canceled it. So, that's just my personal opinion. And I'm going to keep on bringing it, man. You don't have to like it. Go follow one of those, or go subscribe, or go chase one of those YouTube content creators that's going to lie to you. I'm a beginner. I have no reason to lie. I'm learning, and I still have years of experience to gain. So, this is the block market. So money invested. But I keep telling y'all, you need people like me to point your fucking finger and say that's the bad guy. So what that make you? Huh? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. This is cool. Ray Valentine, a.k.a. / Ray Valentine. You done pulled up to the block market. This is hood money investing.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you. Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put you on the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.